Y'all don't want to fight.
How we don't want to fight? We can make the fight happen.
We can make it happen.
We can definitely make it happen.
You're on the zone, man.
Don't talk that.
My thing is like, yo, y'all do all this,
when you
but
finish
y'all
with
don't really want to
Kambosos, what
fight.
you gonna do? Can we do it right here on the zone?
Yo, we can do it anywhere.
You here?
We can do it
No,
ESPN, the zone, it don't matter.
Anywhere.
It don't
right here on
matter.
the zone. We right here.
Yo, y'all definitely be on that, man.
That don't mean nothing.
When you finish with Kambosos,
Y'all hold that belt. I'm surprised y'all ain't bring it today. I'm surprised y'all ain't bring it today.
January. Let's do that.
Oh, we gonna fight
right back to back.
Oh, we gonna fight on the zone?
Look at y'all. Look at y'all. What you talking about? Yo, I'm definitely man. I eat shit, bro. I eat shit. I'm hungry. I eat with my motherfucking hands. I eat with my motherfucking hands.
Are we doing it?
I eat with my motherfucking hands.
Are we doing it?
No. I just want to let him know. I just want to let them know.
I've heard the name Devin Haney several
times. You could hear the name every time you want, but of course Devin Haney's a possible big fight, but so there are a lot of them. I mean, this is the biggest name now. He's the guy between 30 and 40. He's sitting there at 35 with all these belts. He's the man. He's going to decide what he wants to do, what's best for him. I'm going to present him with every opportunity that's out there. Haney's obviously a possibility, but we're going to look at all alternatives and where this is prize fighting. So we're going to find out where the biggest prizes are and what the best game plan is for Kambosos. And ultimately, he's the man now, and he's going to be making the decisions in charge of his own destiny in terms of what direction he goes in when he looks at all alternatives.
Possibly headlining the card in Australia as well?
Absolutely, possibility, sure, and absolutely a possibility.
All due respect, why do you feel like I need to look excited or whatever the case may be? Why not just make it happen for all the belts no matter what?
Oh, no, we're gonna do that.
Good. That's it. That's all right.
As long as
if it
makes sense.
No, of course.
And I know you already said you come to Charlotte. That's beautiful because
I'll fight you on Jupiter if I got to.
Hey, I told Eddie if someone pulls out, I'll fight this weekend. Regardless of the cut. I'll fight this weekend, but no one's
Do you respect Devin as a champion in your division?
Do
you respect him as a champion in your division?
Yes, of course I respect him. I always have respected him, and he knows how much I've respected him, and there is a mutual respect here. But if things go right, and the dotted line obviously gets signed by both sides.
Is this the true undisputed? Is this the true undisputed right here?
Look, we're gonna get it done, and you know what? There won't be any more
dispute.
games or bullshit about what it is.
Just we want to make it clear to Kambosos, whatever it takes, we're in. We keep hearing rumours about, they're not willing to do this. We're at whatever it takes for Devin to get that fight. We will be in Australia for that fight.
Do you feel any closer to getting the Kambosos fight for Devin?
I think it all comes down to the money, what everyone feels is fair. Like I don't think that's going to be from our part, but look, Kambosos has got a massive win. He obviously feels like he deserves a massive payday. I agree with him, but it's what is that payday in comparison to the revenue for that fight? Fighters have to understand sometimes that, and they should always push for as much money as they get. The money generated is the money generated. It's not a trick. Do you know what I mean? And your purse should not really exceed the money generated. If you can get it, well done. And it's happened. I've done it a lot as well. But the reality is the money that's generated is the money that's generated. And that's a really poignant point around that particular fight.
Eddie, is Kambosos outpricing himself out?
No, I've not had any conversations with I don't know what he wants. Okay. I know he'll want a lot of money. Okay. But it comes down to what is the money available for that fight. Right. And that's the same with Devin. Devin's on incredible money, but also understands, like, he wants to be undisputed. So he will go to George Kambosos' backyard and fight.
Word. I know we got like news going on in the lightweight division. Something's going on with, Lou DiBella. I'm like, what's up with this guy, man? He talking about, it said offers. I'm like, what offer, yo? What offer they say?
I'm wondering the same thing. You can ask me, my dad, my manager, my promoter. We ain't got no offer. We ain't got nothing from Lou DiBella. So all that is capped.
I kind of heard from Peter Kahn, who manages Kambosos, and he was talking about, trying to make a fight with Teofimo Lopez when that happened, but I ain't hear nothing from him in reference to making this fight, and this is supposed to be for undisputed.
Yeah, I mean, they say one thing, and they say another thing. At the end of the day, after my last fight, he said that was the fight to be made. Now it's something totally different. But, the fans, the people got to put the pressure on them to make this fight happen, because this is the fight for all the belts, for all the marbles. Another undisputed fight in boxing is huge.
Yeah, exactly. So the fans, I guess, on social media just got to push for it, man. Just tag Devin Haney and George Kambosos and say, hey, y'all got to make it happen.
But tag him, because at the end of the day, we ready to go. We want to make the fight happen. We've been saying this. I've been wanting to do Undisputed for a while now, the real Undisputed. And it's time to stop the confusion, stop the lies and all this, and let's really make it happen.
Brought up just a couple of days ago, Haney and George Kambosos. Haney wants to solidify his legacy, put his name more out there. He's not afraid to go overseas to face George Kambosos. What's the status of that fight? He keeps saying it's a back and forth, but he says it's a back and forth with George Kambosos, and it's nothing.
Just money. Obviously George Kambosos has had a really big win. He feels that he's got financial expectations of a certain level, and Devin's ready to go to Australia. We did some media last week and just wanted to make it clear that everybody knew that Devin ain't pricing himself out. Devin is understanding of the opportunity that's in front of himself. So that guy is just for viewers.
I know. It's just
certain noises. Like when you put your nails down a chalkboard or something like that.
Exactly.
That's right up there. Yeah, that's right up there.
Yeah.
But Devin's ready for that fight. He wants to become undisputed, and George should want to become undisputed. George Kambosos has no fear of anyone. He boxed Teofimo Lopez. He won that fight. That's the fight to make, and hopefully we can get it done.
topic, Eddie, the lightweights, George Kambosos has been very vocal of social media saying that DAZN and yourself just aren't backing him to try and make the Devin Haney fight. Your thoughts on his recent...
I don't know where George Kambosos gets his info from. It's a bit worrying, to be honest with you. DAZN want to make the Devin Haney Kambosos fight. They'd also want to make the Ryan Garcia Kambosos fight. And, you know, I keep seeing stuff about, oh, Devin Haney's backtracking. Devin Haney's ready to get on a plane and go and fight George Kambosos in Australia. No problem at all. You know, he won't outprice himself, he won't try and be smart, but it's like someone's telling someone that Devin's not interested and DAZN aren't interested. Of course DAZN are interested, and of course Devin's interested. So we've been speaking to DAZN to try and move that forward, and if George Kambosos is watching this, we're ready. We're ready. If you've got money in Australia, like you say you have, if you've got all these 80,000 fans, if you've got this, you know, we're ready. And DAZN and us will work on the rest, and we can get it done real smooth.
He said he's had no offer yet from you guys.
We've made an offer to Luda. It's not the whole thing about, you know, this is a guy who has won all the belts nearly, is going to be, wants to promote a major event in Australia, right? Yet we have to make an offer. I don't really understand. But we have put forward to Luda Bella how this fight can work and how Devin Haney's purse can get covered without affecting George Kambosos' money. So again, we've done our bit in writing. We've never received an offer for Devin Haney in writing. I had a conversation with Luda Bella, no official offer for Devin Haney. We are ready to move forward and make that fight. It can happen like that quick. So hopefully people can actually start moving productively in the right direction.
We've seen a lot of media from yourself, George, in the last 24 hours around Devin Haney sort of on this TikTok. We've spoken personally about this. George, is it true he's got 3 days? He's got the same deal. We don't want to harp too much on Lomachenko. This is about Devin Haney and the future now. Has he got 3 days with the same deal?
I believe so, yeah. Look, Blue DeBella is sorting all that out. And he said that he will take the same deal as Lomachenko. Did he not? He went out and said the same thing once he felt the heat that the Loma fight was getting close. So be a man of your word. For whatever reason, you and your fans think that I was avoiding you. Never the case. I fight any man. I'll fight you right now if you want. And you know what it is. The deal was there. You saw it today on social media as well. Eddie Hearn went out and said it, that the offer's been made. They're going to look at it and make it happen. So there shouldn't be a problem. Be a man of your word, and I'll see you in Melbourne.
George, when we look at Devin Haney, and you've spoken about the long flights over, I think he's only fought once or twice outside of America down to Mexico.
Well, he had about 15 fights in Mexico. So really, he's, what is he, a 15-0 fighter? So, you know, we can't forget about all that as well. All his early fights in Mexico. So yeah, he's travelled a lot back and forth to Mexico to get some quick wins. But this is a whole different stratosphere, coming all the way 20 plus hours to Australia. And I'm looking forward to see if he's got that passport ready. He's got the flights ready. And I'm here waiting. I've got the gold. And the man who holds the gold holds the keys. And we all know that.
From Vegas down to LA, and then LA down to Melbourne, Australia, all up, it's 19 hours. Is this a big risk? Like, if you were thinking from a Devin Haney point of view, you know what I mean? Is this something that he should be thinking about as a risk for him, since he's only been down to California?
Look, without risk, there is no reward. I have made countless risks and countless sacrifices, time after time, to chase my dreams and fulfill my dreams. So, yeah, there's always risk associated with anything you do, but let's hope for the boxing world, and let's hope his mouth, is all that talk, is true to his word. So I've been ready, I've been waiting, and you got to think to what I've gone and done and what I achieved. And straight away, instead of taking an easy fight, a tune-up fight, people think we're crazy. Take an easy fight, make easy money, but what for? I'm here to give the boxing world the best fights. I'm true, because think about it. I said the best, most exciting fighter after I fought would get the fight. It's Lomachenko. He was the most exciting out of everyone. Then I put the poll up. The guy who gets the highest votes will get the fight. Lomachenko. And they do work very easily. But unfortunately, he's got a bigger fight, which I respect a lot. I want him to be safe and healthy, and his family safe and healthy. And we'll get to that hopefully at the end of the year. But the second person on that list is Devin Haney. So I'm looking forward to it.
First preference, Lomachenko. Was Lomachenko the harder fight, George?
No, the first preference was never just Lomachenko. The preference was Devin Haney or Lomachenko. I really wish we could have done on the same night. It would have been fantastic to end this all. But, you got to think that when there's deals in place and one person makes it so easy to make it happen and the other side doesn't, then what way are you going to gravitate to? What way makes more sense? But, it is what it is. And, like he went out and said, and he wants to be a man of his word. I hope he is, that he'll take the same deal. That same deal is on offer. Let's do it. What are we waiting for?